tell you something though, guys. It feels good to be in the AC. Under some AC, it's just really, really nice, man. I've been outside, it's freaking hot as hell, man. But here we go, man. Let's get this cracking off, though. What's going on, champs, man? Hope you guys are doing well. So welcome to episode 10. So we've done 10 episodes of Dainks Daily Trades, right? And I hope you guys found some massive help for you guys in your trading schemes, understanding ranges, understanding a lot of things as well. It does take a little while to trade. It does take to understand the concept and how to apply it. Now, I wouldn't say to anyone to actually trade right off the bat and start risking money. I'd say practice, use a demo account, whatever you can do before, and then once you get the the schematics and you start understanding the whole thing and you're getting a lot more better, then you can start putting some money in, small money, risking small amount, slowly do your thing, and then X, Y, and Z, and hopefully it becomes a great, it becomes prosperous as well. But stick around with Dainks Daily Trades, and we're gonna work on the market all the time. So you know how it is. So let's get this cracking on there. So big question is Bitcoin going to crash, right? CPI data came out. So CPI data, the forecast was 0.7%. The actual data came out as 1%. We knew it. I mean, we all knew it. Everyone, we shouldn't be surprised. We really shouldn't. No one should be surprised, because you know what? We've been in the bear market for a while. Crypto-wise, since November. If you look at the S&P, it's been bearish since what? Beginning of the year, January. So it's gonna take a little while before the market recovers, but we can still play it level to level and make money as it goes on. So we'll just work this on there. So shout out to Zahid Makbul, salam, walaikum salam. Rolf, it's always good to see you, man. You're always there. You're always here, man, brother, man. You were even in the NJ show earlier in the morning as well. So I appreciate you guys all being here, and shout some love, hit the likes, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, leave a comment below after the stream is done if you want me to answer anything else, or good feedback, bad feedback, whatever. Just leave them behind, and we can I'll always answer it. So let's get cracking, man. Let's get cracking. So where are we? So here we are. I was just messing around and having a look at what's going on. So Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin saying? That's the question, isn't it, right? Let's go on the hourly, right? So CPI data came out. Critiques here again, evening. Khalid, welcome. Victor, what's up, man? I'm chilling, man. It's good. You know what it is? I'll tell you something though. I went to a wedding in Spain. It's freaking hot, man. Like, not Spain, Mexico. It's goddamn hot. And I'll tell you something though. I had a wedding right outside. This is the first part of the ceremony. There's loads of ceremony. I got one later on as well. And I was sweating and it was just so boiling. So it's good to be inside under some AC. So it's all blessed there. Bro, you learn whatever. Dude, I appreciate when when people learn something from me as well. Just take what's good from me. And if you don't find anything that's valuable of you, of what I'm saying, just don't take it. It's up to you. It's your style, it's your play, it's the way you want to do things, isn't it? So, dude, I've got loads of parties going on. I mean, today I got just 2 parties. One in a few hours. I've got one tomorrow, which is a long ass one as well. That's the main wedding one. Then Sunday there's one in the morning and there's one in the evening. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna survive, but I've got water. I gotta hydrate myself. That's what it is. So yeah, Bitcoin. I come back to this range, innit? Let's get cracking on Bitcoin. Stano, what's good, man? Chilling, just chilling. Let's get cracking on this, man. I mean, I could be here all day talking to you, and it's not gonna be valuable for anyone. Anyway, so crypto, Bitcoin. If you recall last week, I've been talking about how we're in this range here, the supply and demand area, how we, price has literally done this. Bounce up and down, up and down, up and down. And it got up as a deviation because it got back into it, found resistance, and it held deviation. It's up and down. It's within, literally, this whole block. This is the main play of consolidation that price has been playing in. And if you look at it, right, from the 17th of March, right, yeah, we've consolidated for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Okay, so eventually we're gonna have a breakout. Now the question is, which side is it, up or down, right? Yeah, we got this whole CPI going down, recession's around the corner, blah blah. I mean, Bitcoin being Bitcoin, it can just kind of be bullish and then go up and then go a lot more higher. It could do something like that, right? But what we gotta look at it is this way: is whenever you like, the first thing I want everyone else to take, right? One of the key things, right? I think this is a learning experience for everyone else, right? Is do not trade around big events in the thingy with the market, right? So if you go to a website called let's have a look, Forex Factory Calendar, right? Forex Factory Calendar, right? This is your main key things, right? So what you gotta do, you don't need to understand anything. You don't need to literally know anything. You don't need to understand what ANZ is about or Centix. No, who gives a damn? What you need to look at is colors. That's how easy it is. It's literally that. So this folder over here, you see these red colors? These are the ones are gonna have massive like factors, impacts to the market. Okay, so you got like something like, okay, you got this government confidence vote. What is that? I'm from the UK, innit? I don't know. But it does have something against the currency with GBP. So I want to be a bit, if I'm going to trade Forex and GBP, I wouldn't trade around 3 p.m. Mexican time, obviously, around GBP. No way. Or even, I wouldn't even trade the Monday. I'll let the market settle, let it do its thing, and then we trade. You got RBA, cash rates for AUD. These are going to have massive impacts, right? Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, we have some more red folders. Always look around. I mean, the one thing I always remember is CPI and FOMC, right? These are the big ones that I always know. CPI was today, right here. You can see it was in red. FOMC, whenever it comes up, it's going to come up. It's going to be in a red folder again. Okay, as that. And what I would say, if you were leverage trading or day trading or whatever trading you want to do, even if you're spot trading as well, it's going to have an effect, because if the market's going down, your spot bag's gonna go down too. Okay, so that's take number one, right? Is to always be a bit aware to not trade around these high impacted market issues, right? So as you can see, right, we just dropped one fat. I mean, it's just been quite relentless from 1 o'clock in American time, and it just bang. But you can see where we bounce off this supply area here. So is it demand? Yeah, demand. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, if Jay was here, Jay would tell me what it is. He would tell me off properly. Guatemala. Dude, I tell you something though. I want to go there, and I want to go to Guadalajara as well. I don't know why I want to go to Guadalajara, but like, I just want to experience like real Mexican ways of the Mexican life. I love culture, right? I'm a culture man, right? So wherever I travel to, I like to have the food. I like to meet the people, understand the story. You know, when you understand people, right, and especially the country they're from, you have a better insight. You become a better person, right? So it is what it is. Ajad says, should I close my short? It depends on what your target is. For me, if I were to trade it, right, from range high to range low, my target's done pretty much. That's me really, it's done. Because like Ajmal, you have to remember one thing. There's two things here going on. Number one, give me one second, I'll put this up there. Jay's here. Demand. Jay's here. Jay's always got my back on this. Bless her. Got nothing but love for her, man. You know, shout out to her. Yeah, there's two things, right? So we got a range bound area here, and that's range low, right? Range low, what's going to happen is you're going to have a bounce, right? Look at this bounce over here, bounces, well, deviation a bit, but it bounces and holds above it and carries up higher. It's the same thing here. It could hold above it, it goes a bit higher. So I'd say take your profit. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking your profit. If you want to close your short. That's entirely up to you. But me personally, if I were to trade it, I'll take my profit, and I would most likely close the short. That's for two rings. Number one was that the range low, and number two is this. If I go on the monthly, right? You see this line over here? Let's have a look. Right? You see this yearly open here? 2021 yearly open. Price last month. Found support off the wick. Closed above it. We're now in the new month. We're at it again. And look where we are. It's the purple line, right? And look where it's at. It's right here at the range low. You see it? Right here. So, you know, it's gonna, until we, like, look, for me to short this market, it's literally this. We have to lose this level, break down. That's the way we can short it any further. So let's make a plan, right? I know it's a Friday. It's late in Europe as well. So let's make a plan. Let's make a plan and see what's going on. Okay. Let's do the bullish plan and the bearish plan. Okay. Yeah, I think Jay, you might be right. Indices might bounce into the close. He's got the weekly close coming up. So yeah, we'll see. I believe you could be most likely right here. Bullish wise, let's talk about what we can do. So we've done the 15 minutes. We need to mark some mid ranges as well, so we can hit targets as well, because we can't always just play off range off anything, right? And then just like off a, there we go. That's it. More like pretty clear as well. Anyway, to be honest, you can see it. You see this mid range here, support, shank down, and then what happens here? Right there, it finds resistance. See right here, it finds with God's sake, magnet. Finds resistance right here of that wick here, and then sells off, bounces, and then goes back down. Okay. Now, if we were to be bullish, right? I mean, to be honest, right? This is already held up here, right? That's the 25%. I don't need it actually. Forget it. If we were to be bullish, literally, you can do two things, right? You can put a long, right? I'd say my stop loss will have to be let's see. Yeah, I'd say my stop loss would be here. If I were to go long now, my stop loss below this high, this low over here, all right, after 15 minutes, right? That's where my stop loss would be, playing it higher. Okay, let's just do it. If I were to do long position around here, that's where we are. That's stop loss there. Mid range is here. How many R's is that we're talking about? It is a 1.59 R. Not a bad trade there as well. Potentially we can actually expand this all the way up to 2.9, going to 3.72. Yeah, we've got a few things going on there. So Stano asks, what's up? When you're cutting trade when you are at lost 1%. No, can you explain what you mean by 1%? When you are at loss of 1%, are you referring to that P&L, that 1% loss? Are you talking about your account loss? So yeah, BTC trade. Sorry guys. Now, yeah, I was saying that you can put a long right now with a stop loss, you know, where it was, but I was highlighting before. Now, what we're looking for is something like this. See that 25% of the range? We need to reclaim that, all right? Let price do its thing. If it holds above it, all right, that's fine. The moment it holds off this high there, you see that high there? Holds this high and reclaims the 25% range. You can already say, if this is the SR, right? We're finding this is sorry. If that's an SR, once we reclaim it, it becomes a support. If we reject off it, it's a resistance, right? So if we reclaim it, the 25% of the range, we can still target one over here, off this low here. So I think that's gonna be a reaction there. And then from there to mid-range, okay? Then what happens is after the mid-range, let's have a look. I wanna actually bring this up a bit more. Yeah. Let me delete all this and do a bit more clear. There we go. So yeah, let it do its thing. It's going to consolidate a little bit, reclaim and hold above this, right? Then we can start going higher for target 1, target 2. Okay, that's the mid range. Then from there, whatever happens next, right? It's another thing. You can hold the trade, right? Expecting we're going to go higher. That's what you can do. Or if you were to break down and start breaking down, cut the trade, right? Because it's finding resistance off the mid range. But if we hold above it and reclaim, we can start saying that's target 2, going at these highs over here, these highs over there, that's target 2, going into target 3. Now I would take my my TP here. That will be where my target 3 will be, around this level here. Okay, that's target 3. Seeing if we can get to target 4. Done. That's the trade done. And if you look at it this way, it's this. All we've done, we played from low to high. That's it. That's the bullish plan. Okay. Now the question is, what happens if it doesn't do that and it decides to actually tell us to do one and does his own thing? Okay. Zoff. It's good to hear. Good to see you, Zoff. There. Yes, Stana. Will you do a video on how you identify that? Yeah. So what I'm looking to do as well in the future and in the coming, I have to come back from the UK, back to the UK. I need to be home, back in my office as well, so I can make some proper plans. Because what I do want to do is start making plans of like, you know, identifying ranges, SRs, how you implement them, how you know, the risk management. Risk management is a big one. You know, like most people don't know how to manage their risk, and it shows as well, because when the market goes down, it hurts them a lot. All right. So that's something that I will be looking to do. Now the question is, right, if we lose this level here, now I wouldn't look at the short just yet. Honestly, I wouldn't. We have to start breaking down, right? Finding resistance. If we start finding resistance, then I'll be like, okay, it's a scalp trade potentially can turn into a really big trade here, because you see these lows over here and a low over here. These will be my targets. So I got 3 sets of targets right there. So target 1, hold it, target 2, and then target 3. That's it. That will be my shorting scenario. I wouldn't look to go just here, just yet. I'd hold the trade. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I'd hold the trade a little bit longer, right? Because to see how we react. Because if we hold support up here and then find bullish market structure, I'd cut the trade. But if we start getting below it, start finding resistance, then I'm like, yeah, let's go for these targets over here, and then that's it, done. And then we'll see what happens next. So that's the shorting scenario with Bitcoin. But for the time being, in my opinion, the range bound environment in this area, I wouldn't look to short anything just yet. I think the shorting scenarios has been done for the day. I'd say just pretty much it's a weekend's coming up as well, so it can be a little bit slower, to be honest. It can be quite slow. So the question is, Bitcoin going to crash? Not yet. We can only say it's going to crash once we get below this level. What is that level? Go on the daily, I'll show you. It is the 2021 first quarter range low. So you can see here, it's a range bound environment, right, from the low over here, and that's the high. Once if we were to do something like this, right, get down, break down, find resistance, then I'm like, yeah, we're crashing. Not to zero, but to something low. Like, I mean, we got this consolidation area here, which is around 24k. I'm using the Coinbase chart here, 24k to 21k, all-time highs at 20k, and we got 19k is another consolidation here. You work it level to level, but then you can potentially say there's all this like this liquidity actually resting below it. But for now, not crashing just yet. It's just still consolidating. That's it. All right, we can't. Don't panic. Don't start saying it's over. Sell your bags and whatever. To be honest, you shouldn't be buying anything, right? We've only been talking about day trades, right? We haven't talked about anything like swing trades. I haven't given any piece of advice to actually buy. So that's what Bitcoin is saying. Ethereum, let's have a look. There's 17 people here, man. Bless you. Smash up the likes if you don't mind. You know, support the channel. Really appreciate you guys being here. So it means a lot to me as well, man. I got 470 subscribers. Alhamdulillah for that. We'll see if we can get 500. I mean, that's a big target there. So we'll see what happens anyway. So appreciate all you guys coming here. I'm off here. Are you opening long now? Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna go. I'm at a wedding. I can't open it along just yet. I literally took some time for you guys, innit? That's what it is. Chaos says, Jazakallah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Link is at support. Would you recommend longing it? Look, honestly, I wouldn't recommend longing shit. Alright? Don't long alts just yet. Right? Because that's how I look at Bitcoin. Dominance is saying actually, I had a plan. Yeah, me personally, I I want Bitcoin dominance to come up to this range high here. You see this block over here? It's gonna be, well, it's this consolidation here which got above and found support. So I'm expecting some resistance here. Cause you see here, you got resistance. Oh, probably won't see it properly. There you go. Probably, Jesus. You got resistance. You got resistance. You got resistance here. So any more coming up there should be, again, resistance. If we start breaking down, right, that to us, right, if the market cap for Bitcoin is going down, what does that mean? It basically means there's more money moving from Bitcoin go to your alts, such as Ethereum, Solana, your Doge, your DOT, whatever the lot, KSM. I saw was it KSM? No, TRB. I'll tell you something, TRB. I don't know what's going on, but if someone's got some news on TRB, it's freaking me out here because it's up 33%, man. The market is shitting itself down, and he decided to just pump, but never mind. So Ethereum itself. Ooh, let's have a look. Okay, so we're back below. So look. Okay, so what is this thick black line? I'll show it to you guys. Let me do this. I don't need this here. So range high, range low. Prices range bounding, a deviation up there. We're now actually taking out stops below these lows over there. I did say to you before, right, that Ethereum BTC is looking shit. You see these stops, these liquidities resting over here. I think we're going to come down to this area here, to about 1642, in my opinion. That's my opinion there. Before we even see some sort of reaction, because this can go a bit lower. But the fact that we lost this blue box here, see how the daily closes, is not looking good in my opinion. Hopefully we close into it. If not, I think it's shit. It's a bad sign in my opinion. Can we long it? What can we do? Let's have a look at the hourly. Right. Looks terrible, man. It's absolutely terrible. That's the Monday's low. That's the Monday's range, and obviously it decided to lose it all. There was a range I had. Give me a second. The 30th was another range. Let me have a look at the calendar one moment there. Yeah, the 30th was range low. Sorry, it was Monday's range. So the 30th, even then that was freaking over here. Yeah, it's lost it all. Yeah, it's lost it all. So it's messy though. It's really, really messy. It's going down. Okay. Can't short this now, to be honest, in my opinion. Reason why, I mean, if we're going to short it, now this is where we have to start preparing, and this is where skills come into play, instead of actually talking nonsense and whatnot. So let's have a look. We've got the 4 hours, we've got liquidity. Okay, let's have a look, okay. The last down candle that's in the market up was here, right? Consolidation is here. For where the consolidation area is, it's literally around here. Okay, this is where price consolidates. Okay. Could I say it's here? No, I'll use this one here. Anyway, so that's that. So now I've got this here, and then I also need to use this is another array, because we can potentially might be able to get a trade out of this. Okay, so what I'm doing here now is literally this. See this low here on the 4 hours? I marked out the low, right? And that's where liquidity is resting. Liquidity, what do I mean by liquidity? Liquidity basically means where stops are resting. So if I was long in it, right, for example, I place some people place their stops here, some people place their stops there, here, you get the point. So there's going to be stops placed here, right? Whoever's placed it there, they're going to get taken out. What we want to see is what happens with price. You see that dotted line over here? That's where price is currently at. Now, you mark two things: liquidity, number one; consolidation, number two. Consolidation is this area here. Let me explain this to you now. That's the 4 hours. The reason why I know is this, right, is if I show you on the 1 hour, if I can get it on the 1 hour, I can go that back. Let me see. It might bug up a little bit because the internet on the hotel isn't that great, but here we go. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't even use a Fibonacci, but I can use one right now. So if I can mark this low to this high over there, and I can refine it. I mean, I'll leave it as it is anyway, right? But you can see already this low here to this high there. You can see that mid-range is respected. Support. Show you. Let me get brush. Support. I hate the magnet sometimes. Support. Deviation. We got below it, and then we got back up again. It's another deviation. So you can see that's where price has been consolidating. All right. So I've already highlighted in blue, and I've got these liquidity to rest because I missed the trade. So if you miss a trade, you don't rush into a trade. What's the point in getting into a trade now, which can take this stop over here and bounce back up? What do you do then? Because if price does this, for example, goes back down, and then gets back up, and then shoots back up, what do you do then? Because you've taken the trade over here, expecting to go, taking out these lows here and whatnot, and well, target one being there, this area here, you're shooting yourself in the foot. This is where you actually take your time, relax, you know, have your plan, and realize what you've got to do, and mark out what you've got to mark out. Okay, comes out with experience, to be honest, as well. But it's really, really important that you do take your time. If you don't take your time, you're gonna suffer. All right. And look what happened here so far. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's go on the 1 hour. Let's see what's up. So price is here. Let's go on the 15 minutes. Jeez, my back is killing me, man. I mean, the bed's very comfortable, you know. I might bias towards 32k versus 27k. I'm not biased to anything. I'm biased to whatever price is showing to me. So if Bitcoin, as long as we hold 28k, right, and hold above it, we should be good to actually, we find support. I mean, it's hard to say what your bias is. What we're doing is we're day trading in it. So what we're day trading is basically looking at what the market is saying each day, right? So the weekly outlook that's going to happen on Sunday, that's when I will start looking at more of where we're looking for biases and stuff like that, because the weekly close is coming up. That's it. I'm bullish on viewers. Thank you so much for that. So SPX is popping. I'll have a look at that in just a moment. So yeah, we're talking about Ethereum in terms of actually playing a trade here. So price is literally taking out the freaking stop anyway. It did. Jesus Christ. It literally did. Right here, can you see it? Right here. The most faintest way that it's ever did. So fair play. Price has done its thing. Now we're going to look at it this way. Do we step back up or do we lose? If, I'm just saying if, right? Price gets below. We need to look at it this way. If price gets below, finds resistance, right? Take a scalp trade to this one, right? No, let's do it properly. So I don't like it like that. Yeah, so let's do it like this, alright? So like this, like that. Okay, cool. So if price were to do this, they do its thing, right? This is a this is a dead man area, right? We don't want to short, we don't want to long just yet, because we're looking at the 15 minutes. Because if price gets back up and hold above it, then we can start saying we're going up higher. Going higher where? We need to reclaim this level here, right? Bullish market structure, breaking out that high over there. Then we can say, yeah, we can go to target 1, and then go to target 2. And potentially, you see this range, and I'll say that would be the trade there, to be honest, because here is a range bound environment from there to there. That's a range bound environment in my opinion. Okay, so that's that. If we step into that range and hold it, then we can say, yeah, whatever the mid range is, which is this. So let's do a Fibonacci, and we do that. Let me delete this crap here, that, and then let me delete this, mean, I've got time to talk about this now because, like I said, let price do its thing here. So that's the trade there. We step into this one and hold it. Let me say that's target 1. I'm going to the mid-range, target 2. We hold above it and go higher, target 3, and target 4, and then we're taking out that high on the range itself. At any moment, if price decided to break down and finds resistance, cut the trade, because price is going back to range low. Okay, that's all as simple as that. Now that's the bullish side. Let me delete all that. Now bearish side is what we're going to do. If let price do its thing, the moment it gets below it, finds resistance, take out these lows here, then you can say the stop loss will be here. I mean, it's wide, it's a quick scalp though. Target 1 being here, then we get the Fibonacci out here off this block because we've already done the homework behind it, and then we start seeing what happens. This price gets into it and hold it, because if it holds it, cut the trade. Okay, if price gets back into it and start finding it as resistance, then that's target 2, target 3, and the same thing as target 4, target 5. At any moment it finds support off the mid-range and holds above it, you cut the trade. That's the trade itself done. Okay, simple as that. That's Ethereum all done, and here we go. Now SPX, I want to see what SPX is saying, because I know Jay was actually trading that. Let's have a look. Go on the hourly. Okay, where's it coming at? At the moment, for me, I wanted to reclaim this level here, to be honest, Jay. What level is that? For me, it's the 39, 38 level. And what's so key about that is that what I've done is literally this. It's a range of 2021's range. So that's 2021's low, the high, mid-range, and whatever. So I want to see us reclaim this area here for us to go higher. But again, the thing is this here, that's consolidation. So we've come into this area again, and let's have a look. So yeah, you can see we've come into this area here. Let's do this. Let's put a magnet there. High and the low. You can see that mid-range support, so which has been quite good as well. If we can reclaim 39.60, good. Then yeah, we can go up at high. We can go back to this area here, this one here. So it's weekly close now, so I think I'll just leave it as it is, man, because dollar just looks too freaking strong. Bastard. I actually wanted what I was hoping for with dollar was this. 4 hours. So you see this trend line I've got here. I wanted us to break it, like do its thing, break it and whatever, and come back lower, and then get below the monthly open. But instead, it decided CPI data was, it decided to go higher, man. So I mean, the previous highs, what we need to start looking at is this here. Mark out this. Where is it? Not here. We need to start rejecting off this area here. Yeah, we need to reject here. Approximately, even the mid-range around here. 104, yeah, after highs up there. 104, 640, I'd say, and then break down. But we'll see how it goes. Monday's another trade week, to be honest, in my opinion. You're on a tick chart, okay? Yeah, I use the ES1, the CME one. I do, yeah. I just say the link is that support. Guys, I'm gonna quickly touch link, and then I'm gonna call it a day because I've got to go. I've got link here. Link USDT. Nah, man, it's not looking at support to me. What support are you talking about? Because look at this. This is looking shit. You see that high over here? Alright? We've come into it. Just look at this. This high to me was a key SR. Okay? Is it even touching it? I don't know. One second. it floating? It's floating. That's what it is. So this high is a key SR. The reason why it's a key SR is this. Yeah, I'll show you. So let's get my brush. Support, support. It's now. If it was to hold above it, we should have hold it and get higher, but we didn't. What we've done is we've got down below it, got back up, retested it, and we're now below it. Don't believe me? I'll show you. We'll zoom into it. So not really key support. So to me, I wouldn't long it. In my opinion, I think we're gonna come down to here at least to $8 first. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I wouldn't touch any alts at the moment. I wouldn't buy any alts at the moment. I'd say just let the market do its thing, because look, some of you guys are new here, right? What happens is market goes up and it does its thing, and then market comes back down, right? When market comes back down, wherever the previous consolidation was, right over here, and then it goes up, right, and it does this crazy thing, and then it starts shooting down. Okay, when it shoots down, you don't buy here, right? You just wait, because what will happen is, right, price will then consolidate further, right, repeating this little area here again. So you're gonna have plenty of time to buy. Trust me, you're gonna have plenty of time to buy. I wouldn't buy anything just yet. Just save your money. If you want to short the market, long the market whenever you can, and just take it easy. There's no need to rush. When you're rushing, you're just gonna make your life a lot more harder for yourself, to be honest, as well. So that's it really for me in terms of crypto. So we've literally covered everything in terms. Sorry, I'm whacking. We literally covered everything. We talked about Bitcoin, we talked about crypto as a whole. CPI not looking good. Let the weekly close, and we'll go from there. So that's it for me, guys. Big love to I'll go for some names here. Just a shout out to all you guys: Zahid, Rolf, Cryptique, Victor, Stano, Ajad. You got Jay. Love to have Zaf as well. KR, Amov, Mohammed Wasim, Omar. Thank you so much for for all being here as well. Do me a favor, hit the like buttons as well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys on the Sunday, and we'll do a weekly outlook market as well. A weekly outlook market. A weekly outlook on the market, and then we'll start looking at things on like a bit more of a higher time frame as well, in terms of like macro scale wise. So the Dainks daily trade thing is more of like day trade itself, so set you up for the next for trades that you can catch on. Just keep an eye on certain levels and whatnot. But yeah, hope you guys found some value to it. If you haven't, leave some comment below. If you have, leave a comment below as well. Whatever, show some love, show some hate, whatever you want to do. I'll take every criticism like with respect as well. So love to you guys. Have a great weekend. Love to all of you guys for attending this as well. Take care of yourself, man.